so I got off work, which I'm very thankful for, because earlier during like some of my driving, I was slightly falling asleep. I was like, this is horrible. And then I was like, you know what? I really should eat something. So I ate something and then I felt a lot better. I was technically so I ended up also, what was it? I was supposed to get off at like 8 and I ended up getting off at like 7:40. The reason why is because they are so slow, and I'm like, you know what? They had way too many drivers. They had like 4 drivers, and I'm like, they honestly need just like 4, 5, 6. They had 6 drivers, 6 or 7 drivers for the entire day, and I'm like, honestly, they just need maybe 3, maybe 4. And so I'm like, that was a little, I don't know why they had that many. Now, sometimes there were a few orders, but overall, it's so like, one of the managers who was scheduled until 9, she ended up leaving early. And then I'm like, you know what? I bet another employee who's supposed to leave at 9:30 is going to be leaving early. And then there's like, I think one that's leaving at 9, another that might be leaving at like 9:30, and another at 10. And then after that, tonight, it'll be 3 managers. But one of the managers is falling asleep. He hasn't had a chance to sleep at all. And so I was like, hey, you know what, I would stay. And he's like, hey, you can go ahead and work in place of him, and he'll go home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to, not work, but I'm going to go over to Planet Fitness, and I am going to go ahead and go to the hydro bed thing and sleep for a little while, because I am sleepy still. I ate, so that really helped. Like, me eating helped me, like, give me energy so I could actually stay awake. But it did help, but I'm like, I'm still sleepy. So I'm gonna go ahead and basically, like, go take a nap, and then be back about 10, or maybe a few minutes before 10, and that way he can go ahead and sleep, because like he came in and he just like laid his head down and had his jacket on, and he rested for a little bit, and then occasionally he'll actually come to the back and he'll like sleep for like a couple seconds, for like maybe 30 seconds or so. So yeah, and then also one of the other employees, she's like, you know what, I was like, don't fall asleep at work, because, you know, it's work. And one of the other employees was like, no, sleeping at work is like the worst thing, because like it feels like time is going so slow, but it's going by so fast too. I was like, you know what, you have a point there. So yeah. So the question was asked, which one would you want to have from your sibling there at the coffee shop? So honestly, I'm a huge fan of chocolate and then gummy worms. Oh my goodness, especially with gummy worms. And then I do like the fact of having like lava cakes or whatever, or lava things. It sounds like diabetes. That means it's like very, very sweet. It definitely reminds me of the lava cakes that we have at my job. It's like, I remember I ate one and I was like, I feel like I've just eaten diabetes. Okay, the guy's not turning on his lights. Oh. Yeah, so I was like, I feel like I've just eaten diabetes. So yeah, they can be very, very sweet. I also like the fact that your sibling posted like all the different desserts and such that are available. So major props. Yeah. Actually, I think another employee was sent home. I could be wrong. So, yeah. Let's see what else. those were the main things I noticed in regards to your family. I hope your aunt is having a wonderful time. So yeah. What else did I get? I think that's really about it. I can think of. Heart goes slow. Girl with the dogs. My foster cat meets a stranger. Yeah, work was slow. I interacted with them. One of the employees, he only worked like one day this week, and then I met a new employee. He's actually friends with one of the other guys. I was like, oh, cool. Like, you're new. Who are you? And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm friends with this other guy. It's like, cool. So there was that. And then there was who else was there? I think that was really about it. But my Tumoy Brats, my brother, he's a Christian, and he acts like someone's like younger brother because he has like a brother and two sisters. Sweetheart of a guy. But I'm like, oh my goodness, you act like a younger brother. Like, if I had a younger brother, it would definitely be him. Because, again, he's like a sweetheart and he's very playful and fun. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, I like you. So, yeah, in a very, like, platonic brotherly way. Oh, they have fake trees with lights all around them. So, yeah, yeah, he's working like Wednesday, so what I think I'll do is like show up and be like, hi, because like I like him. He's a sweetheart. Like I haven't seen him in several weeks, and like one of the ladies, she's like, yeah, I saw him at Walmart recently, like a week ago or like a few days ago. I was like, really? Like yeah, so he's a sweetheart, but yeah, him like being playful and such is not everyone's cup of tea, which I understand. Cocoa roasted almonds, and it has fiber. I'm so glad I found out about fiber, so this way I can go ahead and like actually go poop. So yeah, it's tasty at least. But yeah, so back to your sister's post. What would you want to try? So the chocolate with worms on top. Things with cheesecake frosting. I like cheesecake frosting, that's why. And then what else is there? You know what? I should go to one of those places with the giant cookie. I wonder if they have one around here. I know they have one, like, or two of those places, like Insomnia Cookie and the other place over where you're at. So, yeah. I should try some. See if there's any around here. So yeah, anyways, I'll talk to you later. Hope you have a great night. I will do another video whenever probably whenever I get off of work, because I'm gonna be sleepy and focused on, like, I should go ahead and go do work whenever I wake up. So yeah, I hope you have a great night. Let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about, and I'll probably do the video whenever I get off or tomorrow morning. So yeah, talk to you later. Bye.